ever since they first put out this image, I knew exactly what was going to happen with Jon Kent and this ridiculous ride that they have him on. I stated it publicly, people attacked me for it, but it was the God's honest truth. I could see very clearly what they were attempting, what Tom Taylor and DC by extension was attempting to do with Jon Kent as a character. All they intend to do is push him as the gay Superman. That's what they want. Well, that's what they've gotten. Because as of right now, that's all that you're seeing Jon Kent doing with it in issue 15 of Superman, Son of Kal-El. We have the big final battle with Bendix. Bendix is just basically Lex Luthor. That's it. That's basically what Bendix is. Basically just Lex Luthor. Nothing else. Right? But what's really shocking is what they have DC has finally done. Right? They have finally done with Jon Kent. And there is no going back from it this time around because they started that, now they've done it. The entire big thing was a waste of time. But anyway, getting to you to tell you what is going on, right? So then, Jon Kent is there with Jay Nakamura and Jay's mother, who's some kind of monster now and the other. It's all, we found the way to, right, it's a pleasure to meet you, President Nakamura. People are there watching. There are a lot of people watching and cameras. Yeah, we overthrew a dictator that was going to attract attention. You lost your disguise again. I don't care. You're not hiding. You're out there for the whole world. And then, bam, bam. Jon Kent woke Superman and Jay Nakamura full-on gay kiss for everybody to see, people snapping pictures and all of that. So once again, it's official. Jon Kent is now officially gay Superman. That's it. Big reveal. Why big reveal? Because there is absolutely nothing more that they can do with Jon Kent as a character. They have now officially cemented him as the gay Superman, nothing else. He can't be anything else, can't arrive at anything else, nothing else. That's all it is. The same thing that they have done with Iceman from X-Men. Iceman is one of the founding members of the X-Men, an Omega level mutant with some really cool powers, but all Iceman has been relegated to is just the gay mutant. He just pops in every couple years to remind people, hey, you know what, I'm gay, and that's it. Apart from the whole, they have, trying to make it look like some kind of 10-year-old boy, kind of push some kind of pedophilic angle, but that's neither here nor there. But that's what they've done with Iceman. Iceman has no other identity, does nothing else other than that. This is exactly what you're getting here. I call this from day one because Tom Taylor has spent over a year and a half telling this one story, right? Over a year and a half. I think it's been something like about 14 or 15 months by now. He's been telling this one story, and it has not been Jon Kent's story. It has not been a story of Jon Kent becoming a superhero, becoming his own hero. Nothing like that. This has only been a story about Jay Nakamura, Lois Lane, and everybody else thrown, and Jon is just somehow floating around in the background there. He has no character as a hero. I've said that before, I've said it, I say it again. And now he's come out for all the world to see him kissing the pinky-haired weirdo boyfriend once again and announcing to the world, everybody, I'm gay Superman. And that's all she wrote. That's it. That's all there is to this character now. Nothing else. I mean, what other story are you really going to tell? What is he going to do? Go around and tell everybody that oh, by the way, we're gay now. What are they going to do? Go into the Bottle City Akando. Hey, everybody, we're gay. Go into the Phantom Zone. Hey, everybody, we're gay. And all the criminals that will be, hey, you know what? We all might be in here for horrendous crimes so evil that they could pretty much be considered biblically terrifying. But knowing that you two are somehow gay is going to make us want to turn over a new leaf and be better people. That's what I think. Yeah. Bloody hell. This is a ridiculous. I mean, all that's left, all that's honestly left for this story is Superman has to come back because, he went off to do his whole Planet Hulk gladiator style thing on War World or whatever. I think Superman's coming back in either October or November. And the only thing Jon Kent has to do now is come out to his father. And that's either going to go one of two ways. One, he's either going to be, and this is probably the most likely scenario, he's either going to be very accepting and, son, I'm so happy and I love you either way and all this, because that's what they really want to push, right? That's what's going to happen. Okay. Or, or they may decide to put Superman as kind of having reservations against it and all kind of thing. Use Superman to kind of show what some people who they would consider homophobes may have a problem. But it's the same thing like how they did with Odin when Jane Foster became Thor. And Odin was asking the question, how can she be Thor when Thor is Thor? It's actually his name. And you had Thor himself saying that, oh, she's a better Thor than I ever was. You've been Thor since the day you were born. You've had the hammer for thousands of years. She had the hammer for like 10 minutes. You're telling everybody that she's better than you. And keep in mind, when it comes to this Superman son of Kal-El, DC has announced this is their flagship Superman series. This is the Superman series that they are banking everything on. This is now the official Superman series. Everything involving Kal-El, Clark Kent, the original Superman is now back burner material. They don't care anymore. This is what they are pushing to the front. A character and that is so dull that all you have done is just prop up the whole gay angle and that's it. So you've written him into this role now. Jon Kent could never go back to being with women because they come on and they say that it's bisexual, but we know it's gay. We can't go back now because if you go back now, the same people who never read the comics are going to have a problem with it. That's it. That's all Jon Kent has ever been. This is all I've ever wanted him to be, and that's just gay Superman. And now that he's come out to the world again, this is what they're going to be pushing. I don't like Jon Kent as a character. I said it before. He has no flicking personality. Just recently, I rewatched the Justice League Death of Superman movie that they did, the animated one. Right, and when Superman was fighting Doomsday on the bridge, there was this little boy who ran back to get his video game, and Superman saved him and still gave him the video game, even though he was fighting a literal monster and was getting beat up and thing, And the boy came back and hugged him and thing because it shows who Superman is, and that's one of the main things I keep talking about when it comes to it. You could be a very crappy person, have a very crappy outlook on life, have a very crappy everything. But when you meet Superman, merely being around him, doing what he does, inspires people to be better. His hope, his strength, this is who the character is, who the character has been built up to be. Somebody tell me one thing in the comments, tell me one thing about Jon Kent, anything other than the fact that he is just gay Superman. Tell me anything. I'm listening seriously. Tell me anything about Jon Kent other than the fact that he is just gay Superman. And I don't mean the whole he's Clark Kent and Lois Lane's son and he has superpowers and he's Damien's friend. None of that nonsense. Tell me anything about Jon Kent as an actual person other than the fact that he's just gay Superman. Seriously, tell me something like that in the comments. Nothing, because that's all they wrote him as. It's a horrible freaking idea. It was a terrible book. And you've come and you spent over a year and a half leading up to this ridiculous nonsense that does nothing other than cement Jon Kent as gay Superman. That's it. That's who he is. Can be nothing else, can go no further, cannot do anything else. That is all Jon Kent is. That's it. That's it. Gay Superman, nothing else. Over a year and a half wasted of people's time, because when they put this out there Tom Taylor was going around doing all kind of promotional tours, talking about how Jon Kent was going to be new progressive Superman. He even had on the Superman had on a jersey with the Superman rainbow colored symbol. He admitted, Tom Taylor actually came out and admitted that he did the whole reason Jon Kent was made gay was just for publicity. That's it. He has spent over a year and a half writing a story that has nothing to do with Jon Kent. It's just basically a gay love story. There are places for that, not inside these comic books. That's not what the actual fans come here to see. People come here to see good stories, interesting characters, great action, and be literally enthralled by that. Okay, this is so good, I am sucked into this. No, all you're doing is just perpetrating Jon Kent as gay Superman, and that's it. Nothing more. That's it. Over a year and a half, wasted nonsense to reach to this. I called it. I said this is exactly what was going to happen. That is all they've been leading up to. That's all they've been dancing around. Nothing more is going to come out of this other than this at all. That's it. That's it. No story here whatsoever. None. Nothing. What is left to tell of this story with Jon Kent? Nothing at all. Dark Crisis is a total mess that nobody gives a crap about. Nothing interesting is happening there at all. And this is what you've been leading up to with this story. And I mean, and not even talk about the weirdest part about it. Because don't forget, for instance, that, Jon Kent was like 10 or 11 years old just a couple months ago. And then he ended up going to some other alternate world where he met evil Justice League, and Superman, I think, tortured him for years. It's a dotish idea. Thanks so much for that. Thanks so much for that, Bendix. But Bendis. But that what they did. They wanted to age him up to do this. They've come full circle now, cemented him as a gay Superman, and there's nothing else that they can do. No other story they can tell. Nothing. Wasted character. I said it before. I'll say it again. Terribly wasted character. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments, because you clearly already know mine. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell. Be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Absolute waste of freaking time. Later.